Hey everybody, Austin Siragusa from Moose TV here, joined by Manitoba Moose defenseman Dean Stewart. Dean, always great to get a chance to catch up with you. First things first, though, let's just talk about your summer. Obviously, the grind of a regular season can be tough, but just how's the summer been for you?
Yeah, it's been really good so far. Got to do a bit of traveling there with one of my friends just for some fun, and then been to a couple weddings and went back to Omaha to see some of my friends there, and then obviously pretty busy with training and skating and stuff like that. But yeah, it's been really nice so far.
How important is that summer break, though, just for you guys to sort of decompress and unwind after the full grind of a regular season?
Yeah, it's really nice. I mean, I think most guys probably have a similar schedule to me, and I think most of us probably take a couple weeks off right as soon as the season ends. And like in my case, me and one of my friends got to go to Hawaii actually for a week and a bit, and so it's just nice. I mean, you're not worried about hockey, and at that point, you're not even worried about training or skating or really anything to do with it. And so, yeah, it's just good. Obviously, most guys are pretty banged up by the end of the year, and so it's good for the body. But I think it's also nice just to have a couple weeks there where you're not even thinking about the game. You're just kind of enjoying time with friends and family that you haven't seen in a while.
Hawaii sounds pretty nice. Is that the highlight of your summer so far? What do you think's been the top moment for you so far this summer?
Yeah, I think that's probably up there. That was a really fun trip with one of my friends there, and then I've done a couple other cool things too. I got to go to a few weddings, which were fun, and then Lake of the Woods. Obviously, I don't know if you've been there, but I'm sure a lot of people from Winnipeg have. And
Yeah.
I got to go fishing there with my cousin and uncle, and yeah, I think all those things are just nice to kind of get away from hockey and training and stuff like that.
Yeah, for sure. So going back to the regular season, though, Dean, you got into 20 AHL games, your first 20 games in the American League of your career. What was maybe the thing you noticed most about your game? And just, I guess, in comparison to your play in the ECHL with Wichita to your play in the AHL with Manitoba?
Yeah, I mean, I think it went pretty well those 20 games, and I think a big thing for me was just trying, not to change my game too much. Obviously, it's a bit of a step up and a little bit different, so I had to make sure I was ready for the pace of the play and little differences like that. But yeah, for the most part, just tried to play my game and be a solid defender, and then obviously chip in on the power play or whatever the case may be. And I think the coaching staff and some of the older guys did a good job in just making me kind of give me confidence and that they know I'm a good player in the lineup. And yeah, so I think that was a big a big part of some of the success that I had in those 20 games.
I was going to say, too, how important is it having, guys like Eric Dubois and some of those more veteran AHL players in that Moose line to sort of help you in your young career and help you continue to develop?
Yeah, I mean, it's actually funny. We were kind of talking about this with some of the guys that I skate with in the summer the other day, and just kind of saying, like, it's almost hard not to get better. Like, there's so many, whether it be Doobie or Marty was good, and Mo, and then you got Keener and Jimmy Roy, and guys like that who, it's part of their job to make us better players. And so I think if you just come to the rink every day with intentions, to get better and to work on certain parts of your game, they make it really easy to do that. And so I think that was really nice, even if I wasn't necessarily playing every game, but, getting to skate with the guys and with some of the staff there. Yeah, definitely. It was good for my development. I think, everyone kind of benefits from that.
Hey, you talked about training. What does training look like for you in the off season? Are you skating with some guys back in Portage, I'm guessing? Just take us through what it looks like.
Yeah, I actually, when we got back from Hawaii, I got a place in Brandon here. I've been here the last
Nice.
couple summers, and yeah, there's a good amount of pros here, and we're pretty busy with the training, skating a couple times a week, and doing workouts and some running and jumping and stuff like that on the track. So that takes up a good amount of time. But yeah, there's a really good group of guys out here. You know, a lot of my good friends actually, you know, are kind of doing the same thing as me. So we're parted in golf rounds and things like that as well.
That's awesome. And then finally, Dean, just what are the excitement levels like to finally get back to Winnipeg and training camp with the Manitoba Moose? Obviously, the season ended. I don't think anyone would have liked the way it would have ended last year, but just how excited are you to get back to the grind of a regular season and get back to playing with the Manitoba Moose?
Yeah, I can't wait. I mean, you know, I'm probably even a bit more excited this year, coming back and already knowing a good chunk of the guys there. So I think that'll be nice. You know, they'll have some familiar faces in there in the locker room and stuff like that. And, yeah, summer flies by, but I'm ready to get back in there and get to work and just really excited to get things started.
Awesome, Dean. Well, thanks again for the time. Can't wait to see you here in Winnipeg and have a great rest of your summer.
Sounds good. Thanks, Goose.